Before we jump in today's video, I just want to remind everybody that I'm not a financial advisor. So this video is for educational and entertainment purposes only and should not be taken as financial, investment, or trading advice. All investments involve risk, and you should do your own research or consult with a licensed financial professional before making any investment decisions. Just remember, past performance is not indicative of future results. All right, welcome everybody to Better Call Paul. It's Sean and Paul here doing our Sean and Paul stock talk. Is that what it's called?
Stock talk, yeah.
Our,
We haven't done one in a little bit, just
our
you and I.
stock talk. Yeah, we're a little bit rusty, but anyways, Happy New Year, Sean.
Happy New Year's to you, Paul.
Yeah.
How's the New Year treating you so far?
So far, so good. I can't complain. I don't know about you, but I always kind of get excited at the beginning of a new year. I don't really make New Year's resolutions anymore, but just trying to lay down my financial plan for the year. What I want to do with my portfolio. Where did things go wrong in 2025? What can I do to make it better? And so I'm kind of excited. I look at it as sort of like a fresh start.
Yep.
So how about you?
Yeah, pretty much the same. The last couple of months of 2025, I was squirreling away my dividends, getting ready for 2026. Yeah, I'm like you. I don't make New Year's resolutions. I just try to make myself better.
Yeah.
I just try to do things, change little things here and there, but I try to do that throughout the entire year, not just in January.
Yeah, exactly. Well, I'm trying to come up with sort of a bit of a schedule for days where I'm getting up and I'm home. I'm not on my way to work. So instead of just sitting down and watching Netflix, until Tracy gets home from work, you know what I mean? I want to have a bit of a schedule so that my day can be somewhat productive. So I don't want to end up just rotting away on a couch, not doing anything all day long. So I am trying to put together a bit of a schedule, but they're not really New Year's resolutions. It's just things that I'm thinking I should be doing. Little bit of work on the YouTube channel, a little bit of stuff for my health, a little bit of reading and some other things. So.
Well, what's good for your health, Paul? Being on a beach.
Yeah, right?
You can make trades from a beach.
That's true. I feel like we should maybe go to Costa Rica in February.
I like your thinking.
Yeah.
Yeah, Anna and I have planned a little getaway for next week.
Nice.
Yeah, we're just Tuesday, we're going to hop on a plane, go to Italy for 4 days. Just a little getaway, break up the monotony of winter, because the temperature there's still in the low teens, so should still be all right there. And not to mention great wine, great food.
Nice. So how did you finish up December? Did you hit your goal? I can't remember exactly what your goal was. Was it 1,200, 1,500?
Oh man, I take a beating the last couple of months.
Yeah.
My goal, I really was trying to get between 12 and 1,300.
Yeah.
By the end of the year. But with MSTE beating the snot out of us,
yeah,
I believe my dividends that I collected in the last couple of weeks were just under $900.
Okay.
And I was at 11.
Yeah.
So yeah, I did take a bit of a beating, but you know what? I'm not discouraged.
No, I think we all took a beating on anybody who's invested in MSTE, and for those of you who don't know, MSTE. It's kind of like YieldMax's Misty, MSTY, but it's a Canadian version of it. And it holds strategy, which everybody knows took a beating at the end of 2025. But I watched a few videos of some different people talking about it. And if you really believe in Bitcoin, long term, and you believe in what MicroStrategy is doing, strategy, what they're doing with Bitcoin, then I think, down the road. But this one, I think, is going to be a long play. I was watching Gary and Adriano's video today, and Gary was talking about like a 10-year plan. So, yeah, so it's not necessarily that, MSTR is going to, we almost lost you there.
It's the cat.
It's not necessarily that MSTR is going to turn around this year or next year. It could be a 5 to 10-year plan. But as you know, we're going to keep collecting those monthly dividends either way. So,
I certainly plan on it. I have changed my strategy going forward. I'm definitely going to purchase less single stock ETFs.
Yeah.
stick to ones that are, have, 7, 8 assets in them.
At least. Yeah.
Yeah, at least. Yeah. And I think, I haven't been doing this that long either. But I've learned some lessons along the way. And I think it's a good way to build a really strong base
Yeah.
is to buy, something, that holds lots of underlying assets to it, not just the single stock.
Have you unleashed any of your cash position yet, or are you still growing it?
Still growing the cash position. It's just under $4,000 sitting in my account right now.
Nice.
I know it's being in the market is usually a good idea, not holding that much cash, and but I don't want to rush it. I haven't seen anything that's really jumped out at me and said, "Hey, this is a great deal right now."
Yeah.
And so I'm just going to hold it. I'm not afraid to hold it. It is something will come up, and something great will come up. Maybe somebody's going to come out with something new, and and I'll jump on that.
Yeah, I was watching some other videos today. I believe the gentleman's name is Tom Lee, and
Mm-hmm.
apparently in the last 3 years he's made the most accurate predictions.
Oh,
And
really?
yeah, so last year he did say Bitcoin was going to 250,000 US. So he's not. Nobody's going to be right 100% of the time.
No.
But yeah, apparently in the last 3 years he's been the most accurate in predicting how the markets will react. And what he said for this year is that it looks like it's going to be really, really good for most of the year. Then we're going to have, like, say, a 15%, 10 to 15 or 20% correction. And then the year will finish strong. So if you're waiting for a pullback, to spend your money, you might be waiting a while. It sounds like it won't be till the latter half of the year before we have that correction.
Yeah, sounds like maybe the
But
last quarter of the year, and
that's his educated guess, So who knows if he'll be accurate or not? But
yeah, I'm just thinking I might hold it for another maybe till March.
yeah,
After I collect my March dividends, then I'll be around $6,000. Plus, I'll still contribute monthly out of my paycheck, so maybe I'll be around 7 or 8 thousand. And maybe I'll just find something spectacular. Maybe HHIS or Biggie or QQCL. Who knows?
yeah. TSLY took a bit of a dive, but of course that's a single stock. So if
Yeah,
you don't want to increase your position in single stock ETFs.
I'm still doing well in the TSLY. What am I up? I'm still up to almost 20% in it. So
Yeah,
I can't complain. It's it was up again today, up 27 cents. So
yeah. I don't know about you. The week for me, the week was great. It was a really good week. Like, I think Monday, my portfolio jumped a lot on Monday, and then Tuesday, Wednesday were kind of flat, but
mhm.
Thursday, Friday jumped up again. So it's nice to see a little bit of green in the portfolio after the dive I took at the end of last year.
Oh, yeah, it was a little hurtful.
Yeah, yeah,
It's like getting spanked.
yeah. How did you finish off the year?
I finished off. I was in my TFSA. I was only up for the year. I think I was up like it was very small, like 3.5%, 3.7%. And my RRSP, I was better. I was up 12% for the year.
Nice.
So yeah, because I do have different holdings in both of them. I don't have everything in both my accounts. So
I think if it was, do you have CNYE as well that holds Coinbase?
I do, and that's taken a beating too.
Yeah. See, I think if it wasn't for Coin, MSTR, what else? Well, see, Biggie and HHIS both hold. I think Coin and MSTR in them, right? So they were both affected as well. So if it wasn't for that, I think I could have been a lot higher up than I was. So I'm not too worried about it. Actually, I bought more MSTE today.
Oh no, did you really?
Yeah, I
How much did you buy?
picked up another 54 shares.
Did you?
Not a lot, relatively speaking, but yeah, I bought a little
Yeah.
bit more of that. I bought some more ENCL. I drip it, so I have ENCL on drip. I have to manually do it, but whatever I get in dividends, I reinvest them.
Oh really? Eh?
Yeah, and then I'm really trying to build up my Canny position. Yeah,
Oh really? Eh?
yeah.
Oh, wow.
I think Canny holds 10 Canadian stocks, right? So that's how I'm trying to diversify away from the US market and away from tech.
Well, my worst performing one from last year is actually from Harvest. It was their CRCY,
Oh, yeah?
the Circle Enhanced High Income share.
It's down more than MSTE?
Uh, I'm down. What am I down? 43%. Oh, I should look at that. I don't even look at MSTE anymore. What am I down in MSTE? Okay, I'm down 66% in MSTE. Okay, my second worst performing stock.
Yeah.
But actually, overall through the year last year, I wasn't down much. If I was down, a few percent. But overall, for what happened in the last few months of 2025, I was actually overall pretty happy.
So the way I'm looking at, I also bought TDAC. I bought, I think, another 50 shares of TDAC. I sold out of my QQQY,
Mm-hmm.
so I had some money to invest. So every week I'm going to buy 50 shares of TDAC until the money's gone, or at least until I get to 500 shares.
Wow. And should we talk a little bit about
Our challenge?
our challenge that we've been doing, and tell everybody what we're doing on starting Monday?
Yeah. So Sean and I decided, about a month ago, to add one growth ETF to our portfolios. And I'm buying XEQT.
And I bought FEQT.
Yeah. So we're kind of comparing the two to see which one outperforms. So we buy, originally we bought $250 worth, and then we bought $50 every Monday. And so this week we decided to add another $50 on Thursday. And starting Monday, we're just going to do $100 a week. So we're increasing it to $100 a week.
It's it'll actually be quite exciting. 52 weeks a year. I'm going to really, will I miss $100 a week? Probably not. It'll be nice. 5,200 that way, and then plus what I can contribute in my ETF portfolio. I'm looking for some big growth, hopefully in 2026.
All right. So what is your FEQT up right now?
I am up.
You should have a book cost of $700.
I do, yes. Book cost of $700. Let's see here. Where are we? My average cost so far has been $16.73. And as I look for it, my total return is 3.51% for the good.
Are you kidding?
Yeah.
Can you see my phone? I'm
up
3.51%.
Oh, really? Could you imagine that? Both of us investing in the same thing, but with different companies, and we're up the same.
But I mean, they're not the same thing, right?
Well, no, not exactly the same, but
no, not. You know what? They're surprisingly very different, right? Because XEQT, I can't remember what they call it. I think it's a total market, right? So you get 8,000 stocks from the States, Canada, global, and emerging. Whereas FEQT, I think you only have about 2,000 stocks, and it's factor based, right? That they select the stocks very differently.
Oh, but I read it different. I read it wrong.
And you also have your 3% of Bitcoin.
That's the difference. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's amazing that we're up the same then.
That's ironic. That is pretty funny. That is pretty funny. So we'll see. I have Logan, for example. I have my son. He buys both of them. I get him to buy both, and that way, if one outperforms the other over certain years or whatever, I guess in the long run it'll average out.
Yep.
Yeah. So.
Wow. So, is there any new ETFs or anything you've heard about lately that you're thinking about? I haven't heard of anything coming up.
No way. So, have you heard about? You don't buy anything U.S. listed, but Tap Alpha came out with their two. So they started with the one fund T-SPY, they added TDAC, and now they're adding leveraged versions of both of those.
Oh, okay.
So they're coming out with two new funds, but I don't know yet whether I want to keep the ones I have, get rid of them and buy the new ones, or just add the new ones. I'm not really sure. I actually sent Cy an email today to see if there's any way he could make time to chat with me. do another interview, but not as long as the first one, because the first one we went through sort of his whole story and strategy and how he came up with the ETFs he has, the zero day to expiry system that he implemented or whatever.
Yeah.
I just want to know really what's the difference between the original funds, these funds, because it sounds like it's not as simple as just adding leverage. So I want to make sure. A few people have mentioned to me, like, you know what, you're not that young. These are too aggressive, right? Maybe you should just stick with what you have. So then I started to get worried, like maybe I don't want to buy these funds. So we'll
Yeah, I mean, it's, not only just you, but everybody that follows you. Give them they'll get an update on it too, right? And see
yeah.
what's going on.
So I'm hoping to hear back from him.
That'd be good. Yeah. The only thing in American dollars I have in my account is GME.
Oh yeah, it's doing well too, eh?
Um,
Not really.
it's my eternal hope for it.
Yeah, I have
big things in the future. Big things in the future.
I have
But they
a
did.
whopping 13 shares, and I really want to get rid of them, but I'm down. I can't remember how much percent I'm down, but I'm down. So I was hoping to break even.
Well, Ryan Cohen's never taken a penny as CEO, right? He's never drawn a salary or anything. But they have offered him a Elon Musk type pay plan
Come on.
to to be able to get like it's something crazy like 13 million shares of the company as a pay plan.
Wow.
So, but he has to hit certain. The stock has to hit certain performances.
Right.
Like the first one, I think is at like $44 a share.
Okay.
Where he's allowed to buy stock at like $20 or something.
Right.
So it's very beneficial to him. So it's kind of like an Elon Musk sort of thing.
Yeah.
So I'm hoping. I'm hoping.
You heard Warren Buffett step down.
Yes. Yeah. At the end of the year.
Yeah. He stepped down from his position as, I guess, CEO, and now he's still a chairman of the board or something. But he was making $100,000 a year. That's all he was drawing in salary.
Wow.
So the guy who took over for him, I think his name is Greg Abel.
Yep.
Guess how much he's getting?
100,000.
25 million. 25 million. But you know what? Warren Buffett didn't need the money, right?
No.
So
No,
yeah, he didn't need the money. Now,
go ahead.
I was just going to say, so I do have a little bit of money on the side from my most recent dividends this week, but I probably will invest next week. Like I said, this week was so green, I was kind of holding on to the money, waiting for a bit of a dip again or whatever. But I'm definitely going to deploy the money. And tell me what you think of this strategy. The reason why I'm not holding on to it, like you said, you're going to hold on to yours until March or whatever.
Yeah.
Because we now have margin accounts. If the market drops 15, 20% like it did in April last year, we can use our margin accounts. We could deploy like $2,000 or $3,000 if we want to.
I never even thought of that.
Yeah. See, right? Like, so say if next week you decide to buy one of the ETFs that pays bi-monthly, you're going to get another dividend in January. Whereas if you wait till March, you're going to be passing up on quite a few.
What do you have as a suggestion, Paul? What do you think?
Well, that's
not financial advice, just asking a question.
A suggestion on whether you should invest your money or what you should buy.
I know you think I should invest it. That's a given. But give me two. What would be your top two bi-monthly pairs? Canadian.
Top two bi-monthly pairs. Do you already have Biggie and Canny?
I have Biggie, but not Canny.
And you don't have very much Biggie, do you?
No, only like 20.
Yeah, so you could easily throw $1,000 into Biggie, right? How much HHIS do you have?
Top of my head, I believe it's 805. I believe.
Okay, so you have quite a bit of that because they kind of overlap, right? Some of their underlying holdings overlap. But the nice thing is that Biggie does pay bi-monthly, and it has, I think, a slightly higher yield, and it's on sale. I don't know if it's on sale right now, but it's down. right? I think it came out at $25 a share, and it's like 23 right now.
Yeah. What is it right now? 23.26 right now.
And then do you have anything that's sort of like S&P or Nasdaq related?
Not really. No. I'm just scrolling through, having a look here. Not really.
Because if you want to buy funds that are not single stock ETFs, then you could take a look at Q Day and S Day, right, from Hamilton.
Let's see here. Actually, I have a whopping 10 shares of Estee,
There you go.
which I bought about 2 months ago.
Yeah.
I guess that would not be a bad idea. Actually, I'm dead even. I'm down 0.04%. So
Yeah.
it actually be a good time to buy it. It's at my book cost basically. So
And Q Day was up around, I don't know, take a look and see if you can find maybe I can find it before you. The all-time high, or the 52-week high for Q Day, and it dropped quite a bit. I guess the Nasdaq came down quite a bit. Where's my Q Day? There it is. So it was up to $29 a share, and it's dropped down to 26, 23. So it's
yeah,
actually come down quite a bit from where it was at. Like, I wouldn't want to be buying it at $29 a share, but
no,
Estee
that's
might be the
not,
better deal though, because I think it's 23, right?
it is. Yeah. Well, maybe I will spend a few dollars and maybe on Monday morning.
Yeah. And
Might
you know
as
what?
well.
You said you have like $4,000.
Yeah.
Even if you did 1,000 a week, that would still give you 4 weeks to play with it. And between now and then, you're going to get another another mitt full of dividends,
Yeah.
plus your income from work and your bonuses and everything. So
Yeah. I'm gonna try to deploy them a little smarter this year. Spend them a little wiser.
did you add anything to your margin account so far this year? Or
I didn't. I haven't. I stopped at what did we stop at? 3,000 was it? I can't remember now.
no, you spent close to
Six.
six.
I was six. That's right. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think I'm still at the six. I am. I haven't. Have you bought anything else in yours? I haven't bought a single thing.
I did. I added. Have you heard of Oily
Yep.
from Evolve?
Evolve. Yep.
I was the day that ENCL dropped, like oil dropped quite a bit. I don't know if that was around the Venezuelan situation or
Yeah.
whatnot, but I was talking to Henry, right, from our Blossom chat, and saying how ENCL tanked, and he said, "Oh, I'm going to buy Oily." And I thought, well, my ENCL position in my margin account is kind of where I wanted it to be, like $2,000 per ETF. So I thought, oh, maybe I'll add Oily instead, since I was
Oh.
kind of buying it at the bottom instead of like ENCL. I've been averaging down.
Yep.
So yeah, so I decided to add. I think I added $1,500 worth. So I'm at 8,000 now for my margin account.
Are you?
Yeah,
It's just. I still find the margin account. It's odd.
yeah,
It still feels odd buying anything in it. Like you see, well, Simple sends you the notification you received the dividend, and you go and look and you're like, where is it? Oh, it was
yeah.
my margin account. Oh, I'm never going to see it.
I know. I was trying to figure it out too. I was trying to track, like, okay, originally we spent like 6,000 or something on margin, and
Yeah.
I got a dividend of like $18, and I paid like $2 in interest, and then I was kind of looking at the balance of what I owed, and mathematically it made sense. But now that I've had a second month where I had more interest and more dividends, now I'm looking at the balance and going, how come the numbers don't add up? Like, okay, I put in this much money, I've made this much in dividends, I've paid this much, but my margin owing, or whatever it's called, it's
Yep.
not exactly the number that I'm getting. So I'm not sure. But
Yeah. Definitely. I need to figure it out a little better. It's what have I paid interest? $7 in interest. What was I charged last month? 1964 last month in interest.
yeah.
So
See, so in December I paid $17.92 in interest, but I got paid $83 in dividends. So that's pretty good. So I was net positive $65.08.
Yeah.
So that's not bad.
No, no, it's fantastic. I still have a feeling it's you know paying it off whatever 60 $80 a month. It just seems like it's going to take forever. And I almost feel like I want to I really want to try to maybe bulk it up, get it bigger, get bigger dividends paying back into it.
Yeah.
And because like whatever, spent $6,000, it's going to take so long to get to accrue $6,000 back. But if I was to spend $20,000 in it, to make $6,000 then really won't take as long. And you could, if for any reason I needed $6,000, I could, sell everything and pay it back, and have $6,000 to move into whatever TFSA or whatever I want. Right? It just, I don't know. It just 6,000 is such a small amount.
It's true. The well, I mean, we wanted to start slow, right? We didn't want to jump into it too crazy and put all of our money into something like Alti and buy $100,000 worth and retire tomorrow.
Yeah. But and in reality, we're not extremely knowledgeable about margin and using margin. So
yeah, we're learning for sure, and we're missing JJ tonight, so we don't have our margin
guru with us.
Guru. Yeah, I was going to call him an expert. I think he has more experience than we do, but he is also studying finances, which is amazing, right? He's learning, he's getting his licenses as well, so he will have his credentials eventually.
So we'll just give a little hi to JJ if you're watching this tomorrow on Saturday. You're supposed to be with us, but we don't know what happened to you.
Yeah, we're not sure what happened to JJ. He's got a lot of things going on, right? He does a lot of different stuff between his work and his YouTube channel and his licenses and his businesses and everything else he's got going on.
I don't know how he does
it. He's got a lot more energy than we do, that's for sure.
I get up at 6. I'm out of the house by 10 to 7. I get home at 6 at night. Man, I'm tired.
Yeah.
I want to have dinner, do something with the wife, and then go to bed by like 10 o'clock.
Yeah.
Where is he? Well, he's still young, right? That's where he's got all that energy.
He is, for sure. And I don't know what his work week looks like. Like, I don't know if he's working 40 hours a week or, I don't know. I don't know if he works from home. So,
40 hours. Wow.
Yeah.
I'm always usually closer to 50.
Right. Yeah. Well, that's what happens when you're the boss, right?
So, what do you this whole Venezuela Trump thing? What do you think about it?
You know what? I'm not really an expert in the whole thing. If you had asked me a month ago, I would have had no idea that this was going to happen. I mean, from what I've seen, and I don't know if any of this is fact because I'm just watching things on social media, but it sounds like Venezuela used to be one of the most prosperous countries in the world.
Yep.
They used to have a great life, like a first world country. And then, they elected some socialist government who ruined it and basically set them into poverty like a third world country. So, the fact that he went in and took out their leader doesn't really bother me too much, to be honest with you.
No, like Exxon was in there running their oil industry for them, and they were a very rich country. Then they kicked out Exxon and they took everything over themselves, and that was it. That was just. But as soon as that happened with Trump, I told Anna, I was like, it's not just about the oil. Yes, it's about oil, but not just getting oil out of Venezuela. I told her, I said, my immediate thought was, I think it's also more about not letting Russia and China have the oil.
Right.
Keeping it for themselves. But helping them sell it at a market rate. But I really thought it was more about just not letting China and Russia have it. And it looks like the U.S. is proving that kind of right by, taking over a couple of oil tankers out in the North Atlantic and everything. It's crazy, man. Are we getting ready for World War III or what?
Oh, I hope not.
oh, me too.
Yeah, I hope not.
Yeah, I haven't had 20 years of retirement yet.
Yeah, no kidding. So while you're off for Christmas, I know you're a busy family and doing all that other stuff. But did you get a chance to sit down with a cup of tea and just kind of think, okay, so what do I want to, what's my goal for 2026? How much you want to contribute to your portfolio, how much you want to grow it by.
Well, us doing the $100 a week, on a normal month, what did I contribute? I contributed to my TFSA in 2025. I was just shy of $1,000 a month of contributions.
Nice.
Yeah, I was very happy with myself. I've never contributed that much in a year. um, but this year I want to do more.
Yeah.
I definitely do want to do better. My goal is to try to get to about 15,000 for the year, contributing my TFSA, because I still haven't maxed it out yet. I would really love to get to that max, get it maxed, and get things moving. But I don't want to. I don't want to do anything like take money off a line of credit to max it out, or no. I just want to just keep working hard at my job every day and try to contribute as much as I can. So I think my goal is to get $15,000 put into it. The first 5,200 will be with the XEQ or FEQT. So, but that, like I said, I love it that we're doing $100 a week. I won't even see it come out. It'll just bam come out. That's a great start for me.
Do you know Darren, the Crazy Canuck?
Yep.
In 2025, I don't know the total number, but he contributed, now maybe it's him and his wife. I think it could be just him. I'm not sure. But over $50,000 into their portfolio.
Wow.
Yeah, that's impressive. That's impressive. He was definitely working some overtime to do that.
He must not be divorced and on his second wife.
No. No, he's not. He's not.
I think about it. If I was still with the test wife, my mortgage would have been paid off already.
Yeah.
I would have been able to contribute that kind of money every year, but
yeah,
I'm not, and I'm in the situation I'm in, and I have no regrets. But I just will never be that $50,000 a year person. Not if I still want to live a life.
Yeah, it's true. It's true. I mean, you can cut some corners, but
yeah.
And I know you guys have, right? You guys last year you stopped going to the casino for the most part, and
we did. Yeah, that was it. That was a big thing for us. Between the two of us, through the first 8-9 months, maybe 8 months, we probably went to the casino at least once a month, and we probably each spent around $300 or $400 a month at the casino. Sometimes you win. Not usually, but sometimes you win. So, all that money for the last little bit of the year, it was great. It was extra contributions. As we've talked about before, telling people, we got rid of cable because we don't watch it. So we have a, Amazon Fire Stick. We don't even watch a ton of TV anyways, but when we do, we'll watch a TV show or a movie that's on it. So we cut out cable. I changed cell phone providers, so I'm saving $100 a month in my cell phone bill.
Nice.
Plus, I'm saving $100 a month in cable, and all those dollars. I didn't go, oh, I'm saving $200. Now I can go buy whatever. I went, ooh, I'm saving $200. I can put an extra $200 into my TFSA every month now. And I was diligent on it. I made sure as soon as payday happened, boom, slide the money over there, right?
Yeah. I don't know if you want to do something like this, but I haven't put it out yet. But my year end video, well, it's my December monthly review, but combined with it's the end of the year, I put in I think 7 goals. But what I actually did today was I printed them because I figured if I just put the goals in a video, and then by tomorrow I move on to the next video, and then the next video, I'm going to completely forget what those goals were. So I thought, I'm going to print them. I'm going to put them on the cork board behind me. And then that way every day I can kind of like take a look and say, all right, am I actually doing what I plan on doing for 2026? So really trying to hold myself accountable this year, Sean.
Me too. I want to invest more, and I want to invest more wisely. I don't, like my first thing I said earlier, I'm going to stay away from the single stock ETFs. Not going to buy any this year. Although I know you bought more MSTE, and at these prices, it is tempting.
Yeah, that's the thing, right? It's so cheap right now, and I've made this mistake before. I was actually thinking about making a video about DFN. Remember
Hmm.
DFN, that split corp we used to hold? I don't know if you still have it or not, but
Whenever I have a few pennies, that's what I go by.
yeah, DFN or DIV,
No, let's have a quick peek here. I think
right?
it's DF. Should know this off the top of my head. No, DFN.
Okay.
Yeah,
So
whenever I don't have enough money to buy an actual share of something else, but it's climbed up to $7.63 now, which is, but my average cost is only 6.80. So, but I only have 27. Like I said, it's something I buy when I have $7 left.
yeah, I'm going to guess that it was 2022 when we had a bad year, and I'm pretty sure that's when DFN went all the way down to about $3 a share. And I was on Facebook, Adriano's passive income group, talking to different people, and there was one person who just kept going on about how DFN is cooked. Now, those were his words, and I could still remember it, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I actually bought into his, what they call it, FUD.
Yeah.
Is that right? I actually
Yeah.
bought into
Year
it,
uncertainty. Yeah.
and I ended up selling maybe half of my shares at a loss. I think it may be $1,500 capital loss or something. And sure enough, it went from $3 back up to like $6. So if I had been buying it at three, you know
Yeah.
what I mean, I could have made a decent return. So I feel like I don't want to make the same mistake twice. I
Yeah.
don't I don't want to miss this opportunity that, even if MSTE only goes back up to $9 or $10, maybe it never makes it back to 15, but if you can buy it today at 460 or 470 and it gets up to 9, 10, 11, $12, right? That's going to be a nice gain.
Absolutely.
The other
Yeah.
thing is that if I was buying it at $15 a share, why wouldn't I buy it at $5 a share?
Because it was paying 60 cents.
Well,
But I guess when you do the math,
yeah, when you do the math, $15 a share, right? Get
yeah.
60 cents. Now it's $5 a share. You're getting 20 cents. It's the same thing.
Yeah, that is true.
Yeah.
That is
So
the psychological part of it all is it's really hard to get over, isn't it?
the thing is, it's so cheap too, right? Like you buy 50 shares, and before 50 shares at $15 a share was a lot of money. Now you buy
Yeah.
50 shares and it's like, oh, 200 and something dollars or whatever. Nah, maybe it wasn't that. I can't remember how much it was, but it's not a lot of money, right?
Yeah.
It's not crazy amounts of money. So it's like I might as well. And the other thing is that I'm averaging my costs down. And I'm trying to bring my costs down so that when it does go back up, I'll be able to break even a lot easier.
It's there's like, what do you believe? You have to believe in Bitcoin. You have to believe it's going to go, back up above 120, 130,000 a coin.
Yeah.
And, that would increase MSTR, and I truly believe it is. I think this is just a lull for Bitcoin. It's not a big deal. It's still 90 grand. That's, for a bunch of ones and zeros,
Yeah.
digital money, 90 grand's a lot.
And I think I have more faith in Harvest as a fund provider than I do in like Yield Max, because I still have 30 shares of MSTY. Right? It
Yeah.
was it was 150 shares. Now it's 30, and but I don't buy anymore because I feel like I can trust Harvest more than I
Yeah.
can Yield Max. I think Yield Max successfully duped a lot of people and made a lot of money doing it.
You
You know
know,
what?
go
Maybe
ahead, sir.
maybe it's not fair to say they duped a lot of people, but I think their products were designed for a certain sophisticated investor who knew how
Hmm.
to hedge the downside. If you
Yeah.
didn't hedge the downside properly, you lost a lot of money. If you knew how to hedge the downside, and I'm not sure how you do that. I don't know if it's selling puts or buying puts or but there's a way to make money as the stock goes down. So, but most people like you and me, we're not that sophisticated, right? We
No.
just see a fund, we know what it holds, we know how much it's paying, and we buy it.
Yeah.
When it drops from $20 down to $5 or something, we just pull our hair out and try to
Well, you'll have to pull your chest hair out.
try to figure out what happened. So,
Yeah. Yeah. You know what? I think we've talked about it quite a few times. I really really find the harvest ETFs, they hit home with me. They seem to be well managed. You know, they, they just they just talk to me. They I don't I get a good feeling from them. I know it's not very scientific or proper, but it's just, and when you have a gut feeling about something, right? Usually you go with it, and I can't say I have anything that I'm disappointed with. I bought with them, really, except for maybe one, but but what can you do?
Yeah, no, I like their strategy. I like how much they write their calls on. They try to keep it at 30% of the portfolio. You can buy it without some of their products. You can buy without leverage. So if you don't like leverage, you have that option.
Yeah,
We prefer the leverage, so we go for the leverage.
yeah,
Um, who knows? Maybe, well, I don't have a crystal ball, so we don't know when the drop's going to come in 2026. If you knew when it was going to come,
oh,
maybe you could de-risk a little bit by selling some of your leveraged funds, but we don't know when
yeah.
it's going to happen. So
No, and that's when we'll just be able to go on a little bit of a shopping spree, maybe with our margin accounts.
yeah,
What happens?
yeah. So I think I might get my margin account up to 10 grand and then just leave it.
Yeah,
Just
that's where you feel comfortable.
Yeah, I think 10,000 and then just leave it until there's an actual correction, between 15 and 20%, and then that'll be the time to buy more.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Not a bad idea. Not a bad idea.
We'll have to talk to JJ next week and see what he thinks.
Yeah, we'll have to find out what happened to
Yeah.
him.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Hopefully he's okay.
Oh, I'm sure he is. He's, yeah, like we said, he's a busy person.
Yeah.
On top of juggling everything, he's got a personal life too, and
Yeah. He
you
probably realized he had something better to do tonight. I mean,
know,
I don't know what
probably
I don't know what could be better than hanging out with us, but
nothing, obviously.
I'm sure he figured something out.
So, what do you got planned for the rest of the weekend, Paul?
Jamie's swinging by tomorrow to pick me up. We're gonna go to Grimsby. He wants to go to that watch store.
Oh, does he? The one that's been robbed 4 times in 2025?
Has it been that many?
Yeah, Harmony Jewelers.
I saw in the news that it got robbed once. You think
Yeah,
after they got robbed once, they would step up their security a little bit?
well, it's not the same as it was now. You because I went in there to get a couple of watches fixed, um, and now it's you go to the front door. The security guard looks you up and down. He opens up the first door,
Yeah,
so you walk in. The first door locks. Then he opens up the second door to let you in.
yeah.
So yes, they've definitely stepped up security now.
I'm surprised it wasn't like that, like even before, because when I went to Humbertown Jewelry in Etobicoke back when I was 38 years old, so 14 years ago, they had doors like that.
Really? Eh?
Oh yeah, yeah. They trap you in between, and then when you get inside, they have armed guards.
That's the thing. It's Grimsby. Nothing happens in Grimsby.
Yeah, I guess if the
It's a quiet, sleepy town. It's got one main street going through the middle of it.
yeah.
It's the QEW kind of splits it in half, but it's a sleepy little town. It's there's no big box stores here. I guess the biggest box store here would be, I don't know, Rona.
Yeah, I guess the criminal element was kind of focusing all of their activities in the GTA. Finally decided to expand into the small towns. Right?
Yeah,
It's terrible.
yeah. It
Terrible.
is. It is. It's just the way life is now, I guess.
Yeah.
Can't do anything about it.
All right, Sean. Well,
Should we call it a night?
yeah, I think we covered just about everything new. We got our margin accounts going. We got our growth ETF going. We got our income portfolios going. I think we're well-rounded hybrid investors now,
Ah,
right?
our $700 in FEQT. Yeah, that's.
Well, I mean, we could increase it if you want, but we
Well,
still
we're
want to
going
buy
to
income funds as well, right?
Yeah, I still need some money to be able to buy other stuff too.
Yeah.
Getting a dividend once a year off that one isn't really a big fare.
No, but you don't need any income right now from it.
No, that's I'm lucky that way. I'm definitely lucky that
Yeah,
way.
we'll see. We'll see how it goes. Maybe somewhere down the road we'll decide to put more into it. Who knows?
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. We can maybe we could talk some other people into joining this process, like some of the other guys we hang out with, like Mike or Jeff.
Yeah. Yep.
That won't happen.
Next week we'll have to get together for some chicken wings and beer.
Yep.
See if we can get Mike and Jeff out and talk about more stocks.
I love it. I love it. Sounds like a great plan.
All right, Sean. We'll say hi to Anna for me.
I'll be in Italy, so.
Oh, when are you leaving?
Tuesday night.
Okay, never mind. We're going without you.
Yeah, by all means.
Yeah.
By all means. I'll call you from the plane.
You do that.
I'll call you from Italy. Maybe we can do a stock chat while I'm eating my spaghetti carbonara or something.
Yeah. Sounds good. We'll do a Zoom chat or something.
Perfect. I love it.
All right, Sean. Take care. Have a good night. Have a good weekend.
Yeah, you too, Paul. Take it easy.
Take care. Bye.
Bye.